and allowing your arms to relax next to your body. And as you breathe in, turn your palms up. And as you breathe out, palms down. So a breath in and a breath out. And one more breath in and a breath out. And perhaps your hands are touching the earth, touching the floor. Coming in touch with your practice. Coming in touch with yourself. I'm going to read you a poem by Lynn Unger. It's called Pandemic. Inner calm in the storm. And when your body has become still, reach out with your heart. Know that we are connected in ways that are terrifying and beautiful. You can hardly deny it now. Know that our lives are in each other's hands. Surely that has become clear. Do not reach out your hands, reach out your heart. Reach out your words. Reach out all the tendrils of compassion that move invisible where we cannot touch. So as you breathe in, just imagine that you're reaching out your heart, your thoughts, connecting not only with others in this class today, but connecting with all beings. And then bringing your arms out in front, palms facing one another. Bringing to mind Ram Dass's very wise words. So as you breathe in and the arms open wide, we open our heart. And as we breathe out, we quiet our mind. So 2 more, nice breath in. Feel that heart chakra. And breathe out. Last one, a nice breath in. And a breath out. Relax your arms. And then ever so slowly come to a standing position. So it's been a challenge to tap without music. So if in the future you want to turn music on at home, you can, but we can't have it as part of Zoom. So let's begin by just feeling our bodies. So lifting your toes, feeling your legs come alive, dropping your toes and lifting the top of your head and feeling your core come alive. Take a nice breath in and out. And relax and become like jelly as you bounce a little and breathe out. And if you completely relax those arms, you can almost feel the tension leaving your shoulders, going down your arms. And slowly stop and notice your body. So we're going to do the walkthrough of tapping. If you haven't done this before, we're waking up the whole body. And feel free to keep your eyes closed and connect with your body. Try to leave the mind behind. So it's the right fist on the left chest. And feeling the vibration in the body. Perhaps the music is the tapping. And then moving to your left shoulder. Coming down the inside of that left arm. All the way down. Tap your hand. The top of the hand. Fingers, thumb. At the top of the arm. Shoulder, shoulder. And then lifting the arm and tapping the armpit, which is the heart meridian. Down your left side. Coming across, and then it's the left fist on the right chest. Breathing naturally and tapping however it feels comfortable for your body. And then moving to that right shoulder. Down the side of that right arm. All the way down. And top of the hand and the finger and the thumb. Coming up the top of the arm. All the way to the shoulder. It's two hands just below your ribs. Right now you're tapping on your stomach on the left and your liver on the right, intestines. And when you're ready, moving to the kidneys behind. Kidneys hold fear, so let's exhale here. And the tailbone. And down the backs of the legs. And the feet and the toes and the toes and the feet. And then slowly coming up the front of the leg. And the hips. Make up those glutes. In front of the hips. And down the outside of the leg. All the way down to the outside ankle. And the inside ankle. And slowly come up. And then stopping 2 inches below your belly button. And as you tap on your second chakra, you can focus either on your feet or on your second chakra, your Danjan, grounding to the earth. Imagine it's getting warmer and stronger. And then when you're ready, You can move to whatever part of your body you'd like, and this is going to be the challenging part with no music. So you can make up a song, you can sing along. I'm tapping, I'm having fun, happy birthday. And I encourage you to tap faster than you're thinking. You're either tapping parts of your body that need extra attention, relax your arms like spaghetti noodles so that you don't. One more minute. And slowly stop. And see if you can stand perfectly still and feel your hands. Slowly turn the palms out. And as we lift our palms today, in your mind's eye, imagine all the people taking the class with you. We're all scooping up all this delicious energy as our palms float up. Our palms come together overhead and our thumbs slowly drop to our heart. I invite you to take a moment to make an intention for your day, for your practice, for your week, for this moment. Something simple and sincere. It could be peace, love, health, compassion. And relaxing your arms next to your body. This is the time when I ask everybody, what's up with your body? And everybody's on mute, so I don't really know. But I can hear Christobal saying glutes. I can hear somebody else saying core. I can hear somebody saying shoulders, maybe hips. So let's start with our shoulders and moving our shoulders up and down just a few times so we become aware of the stress. See if you can do it slowly and your arms are relaxed. And what happens is all of a sudden your shoulders turn to cement. And they turn to cement because the muscles decided to let go. So Mike's reminding me to open my eyes. Those of you who take my class all the time, you know I get into trouble with my eyes closed because I keep feeling my body. So I'm here with you. So let's begin to swing our arms around our body. And maybe you feel a little less tension in the shoulders. And slowly coming to stillness. And I'd like you to intertwine your hands behind your head. I like to do it like little cups. And now begin to push your elbows back and feel whatever you feel. It doesn't mean you don't have to overdo. I just want you to be aware of whatever it is. And if you're feeling some burning between your shoulder blades, maybe you smile a little. And then slowly the hands come down by your side and placing that right hand in the center of your back. And now trying to point that right elbow up towards the ceiling. And then if you care to take it a little further, perhaps grabbing that right elbow with the left hand, giving a little bit of a tug. And release. And now intertwining your fingers again, but switching, if you can remember what you did the last time, and push those elbows back, back, back. And feel, maybe you feel it in the chest. Maybe you feel it in the armpits. And then slowly the hands float down by your side. And this time it's your left hand in the center of your back, allowing that elbow to reach up towards the ceiling. Maybe this is enough of a stretch. If you care to make it a little further, you're grabbing that left elbow with your right hand and giving a little tug. And then slowly release. And close your eyes and feel your body. Bringing your palms out in front, palms facing one another. So often in class, I talk about how little movements change the stretch. So as we move our palms in different ways, see if you can notice. So a nice breath in as the palms come apart, and imagine the backs of your hands are attracted. See where you feel it. A great opportunity to let go of a little more stress that you didn't even know you had. And then slowly the palms come back together. And turning the backs of the hands together. And opening. And notice it where you feel it. And slowly the palms come back together. And this time the palms are facing up and it's the pinkies. Take a nice breath in. And the thumbs are attracted. And notice and feel. And notice and feel. And then slowly the arms come back down by your side. So we're going to do our little bit of, it's balance, energy, breath. And this is the way it goes. A breath in as you prepare, the hands are on the hips. A breath out as you drop down. A breath in as you reach and maybe you come up on your tiptoes. And a breath out as you return. So as we do this, eventually, let's let the breath become our partner. So breath in, prepare, breath out and drop. Breath in and reach. And breath out, return. Breath in, prepare. Breath out. Breath in, reach. And breath out. 2 more, nice and slow. Breath in, breath out. Breath in. Return. Breath in, breath out. Breath in. And return. I just realized a really nice part about doing it this way. If you're at home, you don't feel any pressure to not do the parts you don't like. Kind of fun, huh? You get to do your own practice. So we're going to do a little side stretch, and then I think we're going to head down to the mat to do some stretching. So in your mind's eye, I'd like you to imagine that your ribs can come a little bit away from your hips. And bringing your arms a little bit away from your body. Fingers reaching down to the earth. Top of the head reaching up. Turn that palm up. Slowly the right hand reaches up. And the left hand reaches down. Right hand reaches up. And left hand reaches down. Right hand reaches up. And left hand reaches down. Breathe into the front of that right hip. If there's any twinges in your lower back, bring your arm forward a little. Slowly, the right hand comes down. And you close your eyes and feel your body. Remembering to lift the ribs away from the hips to create space. Left palm turns out. Left palm floats up. Right palm reaches down. Left palm reaches up. And now breathe into whatever space you created. Feel the breath there. And slowly the arm comes down. So I guess I fibbed, because before we go down, I think we should do some intestinal exercises. I don't know if Kathy is on the call, but if she were, she'd be saying, let's do 40. So a little bend of the knees, if you care to. The only reason for that is to keep your back straight. If you care to keep your legs straight because of your knees, that's fine too. Your hands are in front of your body just for awareness. As you push out and pull in, and push out and pull in. And if you do this strongly enough, you're actually moving the bones in the back. and you're bringing your energy down. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Last 10, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 40. And slowly straightening your leg, and maybe giving a little rub to your Danjan, your second chakra. Just sealing in that delicious energy. And then when you're ready, slowly making your way onto your back. And if you don't have a mat, it's completely fine. I'm sure you're safe on your own carpet. So let's begin with a little bit of stretching since we didn't do it at the beginning. If you can, straighten your legs and push your heels into the mat and flex your toes back towards your body. And see what you can feel. See if you can feel your calves, your glutes. Straight arms next to your body, fingers wide. Feel your palms. As you breathe in and the straight arms come up, stop when you get to the eyes or the ears and reach and breathe and see if you can feel the side body, the back body, from the fingers to the heels. And then on your next exhale, your arms slowly come back to your side. You relax your legs and maybe give them a little shake, shake, shake. And then slowly bending one knee and then the other as you place your feet flat on the mat. Allow your arms to come out like the letter A. And we're going to start doing it as quickly as the breath to kind of bring a little WD-40 to our spine. So a nice breath in, and as you exhale, the knees drop to the right. And then on your inhale, you come to center and they drop to the left. So a few times at your own pace, allowing your breath to be your partner. And now slowing it down, whatever side your knees are, just pausing there, maybe looking over the opposite shoulder, relaxing the arms. So you're not forcing the knees, you're just allowing gravity to increase the stretch. That was just my stomach rattling, I'm sorry. And then slowly back to center and dropping in the opposite direction, pausing here. Perhaps your head turns. And slowly back to center. Walking your heels a little closer to your buttocks. Palms are facing down and your fingertips are reaching for the heels. Now I'd like you to engage your core and then engage your core even more so you feel your tailbone move. Engage your glutes. And when you're ready, pushing into the palms and the feet, lifting the hips into a beginner bridge. So this is not a full bridge because I'm not trying to stretch your spine. I want you to engage the core. I want you to engage the glutes. I want you to feel the opening in the front of the hips. One more breath. And then as you come down, if you care to, see if you can come down really slowly. Maybe feeling a little bit of opening in the back body. And once you're down, allowing your thighs to drop in towards your body. And if you can, bring your thighs as close together as you can. Your hands can be on your shins or on your thighs. And just notice what you feel. And then allow the legs to drop out a little and a nice wide space between the thighs. And now pull the thighs or the in towards the body and notice where you feel the stretch. Release the hands, drop the feet. One breath here. So we're going to do our intestinal exercises from a beginner bridge. And the reason why this is completely different, it's because your diaphragm is out of the way. So fingertips towards the heels, lifting, and now begin pushing the belly out and dropping, and pushing out and dropping, and pushing out and dropping. And then lowering the hips, dropping the thighs in. Because I'm not walking around looking at you, I know that some of us really don't have a straight spine right now. So bring a little bit of a tuck to your chin and notice how it straightens your spine. And now drop your feet, and here we go with maybe just 20 intestinal exercises. Pressing the feet and palms into the mat. Belly out and drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And slowly coming down. Relax your palms, relax your mind. And now begin lifting and dropping your hips. Going faster than you're thinking. Breathing out. See if you can relax the belly. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly stop. So no matter what, we always do something to do with our core in class because our cores and our glutes are our best friends. So I'd like you to straighten that left leg out on the mat, keeping the right knee bent and the foot on the floor. Palms are facing down. Maybe you tuck the chin a little so you have a nice straight spine. And now lengthen the left leg away from you just enough to feel perhaps some space that you created in the front of that left hip. And now I'd like you to engage your core as much as you can. Engage your glutes, engage your core. The more you engage your core and your glutes, the lighter that left leg is going to be as the left leg floats up and you stop when the left thigh is lined up with the right. You breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're breathing out through that heel. The toes are coming back towards your body. And now maybe you press the palms into the mat. You press the shoulders into the mat. And it's up to you. It's your practice. If you can hold here for another breath or two, please do. And then a nice slow breath in and using the whole exhale for that left leg to drop. And then the left knee bends and both knees drop in towards your body as you give yourself a nice little hug. Hands are on the shins or on the backs of your thighs. It's your decision if you want to have the thighs touching or wide apart. And now as you begin your little rocking movements, I encourage you to pause and not have it come from your mind, but have it come from your body. You can really feel that delicious massaging. One more breath. The left foot drops on the mat and the right leg straightens. The palms are facing down. The right toe is flexed back towards your forehead. And now engage your core so much that you feel the tailbone move. Engage your glutes. Press down with the palms as you slowly lift that right leg until the thigh is parallel to the other. And if you care to engage the whole body, maybe you're pressing the shoulders into the mat, the arms, the palms. You're breathing in, and as you breathe out, you're breathing out through that heel, keeping everything engaged. If you care to hold for another breath or two, please do. A nice breath in, and as you breathe out, the right leg slowly drops. The right knee bends, and both thighs drop in towards the body. And you begin a little rocking and rolling again. Maybe this time you're a little more rock and roll and you really move. And then I'd like you to move into the hips. So hands on knees, you can either move the hips in the opposite direction or the same direction. Whatever you're doing, see if you can slow it down and feel your hip joints. And then moving in the opposite direction. And then coming to stillness. Dropping your feet on the mat and rolling onto your right side. So we might move into Buddha, but first we're going to do some clamshells because it's really good for your hips. So maybe make a little cushion with the right arm. Your knees are bent. And now imagine that your legs have turned into clamshells. And I like to keep my left hand on the back of my hip because as you open that left knee, the top knee, you want to succeed so much that you move your body. And if I were with you, I'd be walking around and just placing my hand there and showing you it's a much different stretch if you don't move. So the hips don't move at all. The upper knee is coming up and down and up and down. The feet are touching one another. And your legs have become a little clamshell. This is fun. I don't usually get to do everything with you. And I'm really feeling it in my left hip. And then slowly coming to stillness and rolling over onto your belly. And stacking one hand on top of the other and your forehead on the top of your hand. And now lengthen the right foot away and lengthen the left foot away. Just that little movement. See if you felt some opening in the front of your hips. And then coming up onto your elbows, if you feel comfortable, making sure your elbows are directly under your shoulders. Pressing your pubic bone into the mat. If you haven't pressed your pubic bone and now do it, you'll notice how it supports your lower back. And now close your eyes, and in your mind's eye, the top of your head is moving away from your body, and your toes are moving away from your body. And you're breathing in, you're feeling the stretch. And now we're going to come into half frog. So as you come down, most of you have done this with me many times. Your arms are in cactus. Your head is turned to the right, and your right leg slides up next to your body. So this is a passive stretch, but it's wonderful for your hip. And if you're not a passive person, you can pulse that right thigh bone kind of down towards the floor a few times, or you can press your arms into the floor. But I'd like you to relax for 30 seconds and just enjoy this passive stretch. Slowly, the right leg straightens, the head turns to the left, and the left leg slides up. You have the option if you want to do a little pulsing of the thigh, you can. Perhaps you can even feel it in the shoulders as you allow them to relax down into the earth. It's a little stretch for your neck. Now see if you can relax for 30 seconds. And then slowly straighten the leg and roll on to your opposite side, because we have to do clamshells on the other side. I had to move, but you can just roll over. You can use your left arm maybe for a pillow. And the main ingredient is to not move the hips. So the feet stay together as you lift and lower that top knee. Now slow it down. I'm going to get up and check on Mike. How you doing?
Touchy.
Nice. Don't move that hip. Don't move it. He was moving his hip a little bit, just to let you know. Okay. Last one. And now slowly rolling onto your back and bringing the soles of your feet together and allowing this simple stretch. If you care to connect with yourself, perhaps you place your hands on your body, your heart, your belly. Perhaps you come back to your intention you made at the beginning of the class. Another way to really activate the stretch is for 3 seconds, press the soles of your feet together. 1, 2, 3, and then release. Slowly bringing the knees together and walking your feet towards the edge of your mat. I'd like you to keep your left knee exactly where it is. And it really has a tendency to want to move with the right. So if you want to put your hand there just for a beginning, and then drop the right knee inward towards the left and back up and drop it down. And now I'd like you to make sure that your hips are on the mat. You haven't lifted the hips. Again, this is just what happens with a tiny movement. And now this time when you do it, allow that right hip to come up and see how it becomes an entirely different stretch. And then once you've had a few warm-ups, perhaps you drop that right hip and you relax into it and you feel. The right knee comes back up, and now you pretty much know the drill. The left knee is dropping down, the hips are staying on the mat, and the right leg is staying where it is. So dropping just a few times and seeing how that, you can almost pinpoint exactly where you feel it in the hip joint. And now allow that left hip to come up. Resist the urge to move the right. And a few little movements, warm-up movements. And notice it's a whole different stretch. And now perhaps dropping that left knee and pausing there. And breathing into wherever you feel it. Slowly, the left knee comes up. Keeping your feet wide, I'd like you to turn your toes out just a little bit. And now walk your heels towards your fingers and your fingers towards your heels and lift those hips. And this, we're only going to hold this for 2 breaths as you feel the stretch in the front of the hips. Slowly, the buttocks drops. Allow your feet to line up with your hips. Cross the right ankle on the left knee and pause. Perhaps with your right hand, you push a tiny, tiny bit on that right knee, but it's really just enough to bring an awareness in to that right hip joint. Flexing the right foot, begin rolling a little bit from side to side. And maybe eventually you roll a little further. It doesn't matter if the foot makes it to the floor or the knee makes it to the floor. The wind is ripping here. I don't know if it's ripping at your house. Sounds really cool. And then whatever side you're on, foot down or knee down, pause and breathe. And then slowly rolling in the opposite direction, either knee down or foot down, and pause. And back to center. And now, if you care to engage your core in this hip stretch, the way we do it is we flex the right foot, we flex the left foot, we lift the left foot off the mat, but we don't reach through with our hands just yet. So you're pulling that left thigh down towards your body using your core muscles. If you're not up for that today, feel free to reach through and thread the needle. And at any point, feel free to thread the needle with your hands around your left thigh. The hands release, the left foot drops, the right foot drops. You pause, and you notice both hips. Slowly, the left ankle comes up to the right knee. If you care to, with the fingertips, move that left knee away just a tiny bit. Just kind of reminding yourself, oh yeah, that's my left hip joint. Flex the left foot and begin your rocking side to side. Slowing it down. And then whatever side you're on, either knee down or foot down, pause. And then rolling to the other side, either knee down or foot down, and pause. Usually it's one way or the other that feels yummy. So try to just notice the one that isn't so yummy and smile. And coming back to center, flexing both feet. If you care to use your core, lift the right foot off the mat using your core muscles. Pull that right thigh down towards your body. If you care to thread the needle with your hands, you can. If you want to keep using your core muscles for another breath or two, you can. Remember, it's your practice, not mine, for your body. And we all create the class together. So if you care to now thread the needle, maybe bringing a little tension into the arms as you pull that thigh down. And then dropping one foot and then the other. Pausing for a breath. Rolling to one side and coming up to a seated position. I'd like you to set up for your restorative. I'm going to do a body scan So if you have a pillow for under your thighs, it's always more relaxing. Maybe a blanket is over your body. Maybe you have an eye pillow or a washcloth. But coming to your back, whether you have the props or not. The cool thing about a body scan is it's both grounding and calming. And awareness of the body is the first step towards healing. The brain relaxes the body, and the body relaxes the brain. So allowing your body to settle. Settling in to the ground, in to the earth for deep renewal. Now, let your consciousness move through your body as you're guided. Feel each body part and then move on to the next. And don't worry if you can't feel every body part. Feel your face. Notice your jaw. Become aware of sensation in your mouth. Without moving, feel the roof of your mouth, under the tongue. Notice the teeth, the gums, the tongue, the root of the tongue, the inside of the right cheek, the inside of the left cheek. Sense taste in your mouth. And now feel all parts of your mouth all together as a whole. The entire mouth as sensation. Now, feel your nose, the length of your nose, the nostrils, the right nostril, the left nostril, both nostrils. Feel your breath passing through both nostrils. Feel your nose. Bring your awareness now to your ears. Feel the wrinkles and folds of the ears, the backs of the ears, the ear canals, the inner ears. Aware of your ears hearing, receiving sound. Feel your ears as orbs of sensation. Feel your ears. Now, feel your eyes, your eyelashes, your eyelids, the surface of the eyes. the centers of the eyes, the backs of the eyes, behind the eyes. Feel your eyes as radiant orbs of light and wisdom. Now become aware of your forehead, the crown, the whole head, the throat, the neck, right shoulder, right arm, hand, right palm. Feel your right hand thumb, your first finger, your second finger, your third finger, your fourth finger. Feel now the whole right hand vibrate with energy. Aware of right wrist, your forearm, your elbow, your right upper arm, your shoulder. Feel your throat center and notice left shoulder, left arm, left hand. Notice left hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. The whole left hand radiant with light. Become aware of the left wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, and the throat center. Feel your chest, your heart space, your heart center, the stomach, navel center, shoulder blades, between shoulder blades, ribs on the back, low back, buttocks. Become aware of your whole back, your whole back. Feel the right hip, the right thigh, the knee, the right lower leg, the ankle, the top of the right foot, the sole of the right foot, the big right toe, all of the toes. Feel your whole right foot alive. Become aware of sensation in the navel, the left hip, the left thigh, the knee, the left lower leg, the ankle, the top of the left foot, the sole of the left foot, the big left toe, all of the toes. Feel the left foot vibrate with energy. Become aware of the right side of the body, and now feel the left side of the body. Feel the back body, the side of the body facing the earth, the back body. And now feel the front body, the side of the body facing the sky, the front body. Feel now your right arm and your left leg together. Your right arm and your left leg. Now feel left arm and right leg together. Left arm and right leg. Feel the whole body now. The whole body. The entire global feeling of the body. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of the breath at the area of your heart. And perhaps come back to your intention for the day. Allowing the intention to ride in with the in-breath and fill the body as we rest in the silence until the bell rings. Little tiny movements in the hands and the feet. And perhaps you bend your knees and roll to one side, but perhaps because you're home, you stay right where you are. And to close, to relax wherever you are, sitting on your side or on your back. And read a poem by Hafiz. It happens all the time in heaven, and someday it will begin to happen again on earth. That men and women who give each other light often will get down on their knees and with tears in their eyes will sincerely speak, saying, "My dear, how can I be more loving to you? How can I be more kind?" So in this time that we're all experiencing, I encourage you to think of how you can be more loving and kind to yourself first, and then to those around you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing.